Alan?
Then you're a funny man. Are you a comedian?
If you don't know, I'm not going to try to help you.
I would never call my wife a comedian, Alan. Take off your blindfolds and meet Betty White.
You might be old if you recognize these TV game shows. Ever find yourself reminiscing about the golden days of TV game shows? Well, you're in for a treat. Today, we're diving into the classics that defined an era. And hey, if you love taking a stroll down memory lane as much as we do, smash that subscribe button for Flixtalgia and join our journey through the nostalgic wonderland of television history. Number 1. What's My Line?
Is it a particular kind of person
Yes.
that we're looking for? Is it a single person?
No.
One down?
What's My Line wasn't just a game show. It was a cultural phenomenon that somehow slipped through the cracks of modern memory. Imagine a show so captivating it ran for 17 years, from the 50s into the 60s, featuring an era's brightest stars in a guessing game of wit and charm. The premise was simple, yet genius. Panelists trying to guess the often surprising occupations of guests, with celebrities thrown into the mix to spice things up. Hosted by the charismatic Larry Blyden, it was more than just entertainment. It was a masterclass in the art of inquiry and mystery. Despite its historical significance and the sheer fun it provided, What's My Line now lingers on the edge of obscurity, waiting for a revival to remind us of its unique blend of celebrity allure and intellectual play. 2. Tic-Tac-Dough.
Jenny, what do you think? Huh? 4. Number 4? Okay. What's behind number 4? Let's look, take a look, quick see, and it's attack.
Remember Tic-Tac-Dough? This game show turned the simple game of tic-tac-toe into a nail-biting battle of brains and strategy, hosted by the iconic Wink Martindale. Running through the late 70s and into the mid-80s, it became a beloved fixture on television, combining trivia with the classic X's and O's. Contestants didn't just aim for 3 in a row, they duked it out with knowledge, answering questions to earn their spots on the board. This wasn't your average game night tic-tac-toe. It was an intense clash of wits, where a smart block or a well-placed symbol could mean the difference between victory and defeat. Despite its once fervent fan base, Tic-Tac-Dough seems to have faded from popular memory, waiting for a chance to challenge a new generation's trivia buffs and strategy gurus. 3. Match Game.
Stand up and be counted if you're under the $500 response. Yeah!
Match Game wasn't your grandma's game show, unless she had a wicked sense of humor. Hosted by the ever-dapper Gene Rayburn, this show was all about filling in the blanks, but with a twist that left audiences in stitches. The secret sauce? A panel of celebrities with the sharpest wits and the loosest lips in town. Icons like Betty White, Richard Dawson, and Brett Summers didn't just answer questions, they turned quips into an art form, often veering into the delightfully risque. The chemistry was electric, the content was borderline scandalous for the 70s, and the laughter was non-stop. Match Game redefined daytime TV with its blend of comedy, charisma, and a dash of controversy, making it a beloved relic of television history that dared to push the envelope and tickle the funny bone, all in one go. 4. Password.
Mouse, cat, bigger, rat.
Yes.
Rat, mouse.
Password was the game show where words became the keys to victory, and quick wit was your best friend. Imagine being paired with a celeb and playing a high-stakes game of verbal ping-pong, where each clue and guess could lead you closer to triumph, or have you face-palming in dismay. Alan Ludden wasn't just the host, he was the master of ceremonies for this cerebral showdown, creating a space where stars and regular folk alike could shine or stumble over a single word. The tension was palpable. Every whispered clue and hesitant guess had viewers at home shouting at their screens, convinced they could do better. Password was more than entertainment. It was a brainy battle royale that proved language wasn't just about communication. It was about connection, creativity, and sometimes comedy gold. 5. The Dating Game.
What does it mean, hanky-panky?
Well, let's see if you understand this. Playing around.
Playing around with what?
My goodness.
The dating game was the original Tinder swipe, but with more suspense and less swiping. Picture this, a bachelorette quizzing 3 mystery men, hidden from view, with only their answers to guide her heart, or at least her choice for a date. The show was a cocktail of anticipation and charm, served with a side of 70s flair. Questions ranged from cheeky to downright bold, making each episode a treasure trove of awkward, hilarious, and sometimes surprisingly sweet moments. Jim Lang, the smooth-talking host, navigated the choppy waters of televised matchmaking with the ease of a seasoned sailor, making viewers root for love, or at least a good laugh. The dating game wasn't just a show, it was a cultural icon, setting the stage for every dating show that followed. It proved that love, or at least a good time, could be just a question away. 6. The $100,000 Name That Tune.
And name that tune. Yes, Michael.
Lollipop.
Lollipop is right. Lollipop is what we needed.
The $100,000 Name That Tune wasn't just a game show. It was a melody-infused time machine that whisked viewers back to their fondest musical memories. From the moment the first note hit the airwaves, it was a frantic race against time, with contestants scrambling to put a name to the tune before their rivals. Imagine the tension, the excitement, and the sheer joy of recognizing a song that had been on the tip of your tongue. Hosted by figures like George DeWitt and Dennis James in its early days, and brought into the modern era by Jane Krakowski, this show proved that a good melody transcends generations. It was a test of not just musical knowledge, but the ability to stay cool under pressure, making Name That Tune a thrilling spectacle of nostalgia and nerve. 7. Tattletales.
Question is, how you can tell when she's feeling romantic, and the clue is drink.
Tattletales turned the spotlight on celebrity couples like no show before it, making it a trailblazer of the 70s game show scene. Hosted by the charismatic Bert Convy, this show was more than just a game. It was an invitation to a gossip session where the stars were the main subjects. Imagine sitting in your living room as famous couples dished out the dirt on each other, sharing secrets that made you gasp, laugh, and sometimes blush. It was the ultimate guilty pleasure, blending the thrill of eavesdropping with the charm of candid off-screen moments. Tattletales wasn't just about winning. It was about sharing, laughing, and sometimes cringing together, proving that even in Hollywood, love comes with its fair share of hilarious hiccups. This show was a gem of its time, reminding us that celebrities, despite the glitz and glam, are just like us, navigating the roller coaster of relationships with a smile. Number 8. Now You See It.
What animal is called the ship of the desert? Yes, Linda.
Line 1.
Line 1 is right. Now, where's the answer?
Position 3, camel.
Right you are. 3 and 1 make 4, and you score first.
Now You See It transformed a jumble of letters into a high-stakes treasure hunt for words, with contestants and viewers alike leaning in closer to untangle the mystery. Under the steady guidance of Jack Nars, players navigated through linguistic mazes, their skills of observation and concentration put to the ultimate test. This wasn't merely about being quick with words. It demanded speed, focus, and the ability to stay calm under pressure. Each episode delivered a thrilling mix of triumphant discoveries and narrow misses, keeping audiences riveted. Now You See It did more than entertain. It celebrated the exhilarating process of discovery, one letter at a time, securing its place as a beloved gem of 70s television. Now it's time to hear from you. Which of these iconic game shows brought back the most memories? Or did we miss a classic that you hold dear? Drop your favorites or your hidden gems in the comments below, and let's keep the nostalgia alive together.